And you got some Nets news for us, don't you?
Yes. The schedules were released for the upcoming next season, and they got some big playoff. They got some big games to start the season. First game they're playing the Bulls. December 6th they're playing the champions, Golden State Warriors. And then you have a number of games coming down the line. December 26th they're playing the Wizards. They got the Minnesota Timberwolves on the 20th. They got Oklahoma City on the 24th. I think one of the biggest games is when they play the Cleveland Cavaliers. Of course, they were the Eastern Conference Finals champs, January 20th. But I feel like for the Nets, they're really a team that doesn't have any personality. So it's kind of like the only team that there's a game and you can tell, all right, this is a significant game is when they play the Knicks. That's pretty much the only team that can get them riled up because there's not much going there. The games are kind of boring when you go there. It's too nice of an environment.
Right.
It really is. You know what I mean?
I have to agree. I've gone to a couple of Nets games, and obviously the hype of it being a Brooklyn team now is what got their seats filled, I have to say. But, I mean, going to the game, there is a lack of energy. I mean, I love seeing the dancers dance, but once the game starts going, it's kind of like...
Because when you think of Brooklyn, you think of grit, you think of outspoken,
aggressiveness. Exactly.
There's not a lot of players on that team that fit that those adjectives, especially not Darren.
I think that some of the points you guys make about the experience at the Barclays Center for Nets games, I'm there a lot, and some of my Nets Daily fans that watch this are not going to be thrilled about it.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with what you guys are saying.
Right.
Yeah.
I think part of the problem with the Nets fan base is it's always been all over the place. They started off in Long Island, then they were in Jersey, now they're here in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Here in Brooklyn, all of us born and raised in Brooklyn, there's no identity to the team. As the fan base doesn't even have identity. Forget the team. The fan base doesn't. It's growing. I think you have to give the Nets about 10 years of them being in Brooklyn.
Right.
There has to be a generation of kids growing up watching the Nets.
Absolutely.
Actually want to, because there's still a lot of Knicks fans here in Brooklyn. And I think when that happens, maybe you'll see more. But the team right now, here's a concern. You talked about those games, Greg. Greg, there is one
win.
nationally televised game. Again, I say one nationally televised game. So the Nets aren't even a draw, and in the New York market, the Knicks only have 7 years, 8 nationally televised games for both teams in this market. That's not good for New York.
Yeah.
It's not a good look for Brooklyn.